In this video, I'll be going over how you can get your first 1,000 followers on Twitter using a few frameworks that will change how you approach creating content so that you can finally start growing on Twitter. I'll also show you how you can take advantage of AI tools like Hypefury and ChatGPT, which will allow you to easily generate content ideas and schedule them out in advance. Be sure to watch the entire video if you're a total beginner to using Twitter, because I'm gonna go over a few things that you can immediately start implementing after watching this video. And yeah, it will greatly simplify your approach to the platform, which will ultimately allow you to grow. Okay, so first of all, you need to understand that Twitter is mostly a word sharing platform, which is a lot different than other social media platforms that focus on video. On one hand, it makes it very easy to create content because it takes a lot less effort to type out a few words on your phone compared to making an entire YouTube video. On the other hand, I would say it's definitely harder to grow because you have to approach marketing and capturing someone's attention from another angle, since using words is a lot different than trying to capture someone's attention through video. So if you're used to thinking about stuff like click-through rate, average view duration, and retention, I need you to turn off that part of your brain for a second. And if you're thinking, how am I gonna grow to over 1,000 followers if I'm not already famous? I'm here to tell you that it is in fact possible for you to grow to over 1,000 followers if you get the foundation right. It all comes down to 3 different things, and the first thing that I wanna talk about is posting consistently. Or in other words, focusing on quantity over quality. The reason why is because Twitter wants people coming back to their platform, and so it rewards consistency because when you show up for your audience, they show up for you. This is usually how it works with all social media platforms. So it doesn't matter if you're trying to grow on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok, you need to be consistent in order for the algorithm to see what niche you're in. Also, without posting consistently, you won't be able to know what works because you have no data to work with. And so the more you post, the more you can see of what works with your audience and how you can do more of that type of content to grow faster. Now, a tool that I highly recommend that you check out is called Hypefury, and this is an AI platform that you should consider using if you're serious about growing on Twitter. With this tool, you have access to a bunch of different features, but I would say the most important part is that you can schedule posts ahead of time. And just to show you guys a quick little overview of some of the features, I'm here on the Hypefury homepage, and if you guys click on the link down below, you guys can try out Hypefury for free. There's no credit card required, you just have to log in with your Twitter account, and from there you'll be able to try it for free. But moving on to their pricing plans, I want to show you guys that they do have a free plan, and this allows you to connect one Twitter account. You can access viral tweets from 14 niches, viral thread hooks, tweet templates, over 1,000 example questions that you can ask, and you have the ability to schedule unlimited tweets and threads 2 days ahead. And then moving on to the premium plan, this will cost about $40 per month, but they do have a free 7-day trial, so you guys can try that out. Again, no credit card is required, and with this you have access to a lot more connected Twitter accounts, and the best part is that you have unlimited scheduling of your tweets. So if you guys want, you guys can check out some of their other features that they have, and they also have a standard plan with less features, but with this you can also do unlimited scheduling of your tweets. So I would say that for most of you guys, the standard plan will be just fine for you guys starting out. This only costs about $16 per month, so I would say that that's definitely worth it if you're trying to seriously grow on Twitter. And then in the future, if you want, you can always upgrade to the premium plan. And then to show you guys how it looks on the dashboard, you see that right here on the bottom right hand corner, you have the ability to write a new post. This one actually just auto generated for me as soon as I logged in, but as you guys can see, I have a bunch of options from choosing emojis, uploading media, choosing a GIF, and I can even generate a quote. And then right here on the right hand side, I can add another tweet if I want to start a thread. Down here, they have a few other options like adding an auto plug, automatically retweeting, and also repurposing onto platforms like Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. From here, I can go ahead and add it to my queue. And so this will allow me to put it onto my schedule where it will automatically go out, or I can go ahead and post it now or save as a draft. And then if I minimize this right here, you guys can see that I am on the queue page. So right here, you guys can see the time slots of when a tweet will go out. And then if I go ahead and click on this button right here, I can update my posting schedule. So as you guys can see right now, this is the posting schedule that we have. But if you guys want, you guys can go up to here and say that, for example, like, hey, I want to post every day at 12:30 p.m. I would just click on add slot right here, and it allows me to choose what type of slot I want. Let's just say for this example, I want to add a new slot. And then now, as you guys can see, it has a 12:30 p.m. slot for every single day. If I want, I can go ahead and click right here to make my schedule more natural. And then if I click naturalize my schedule, it'll go ahead and mess around with some of the times so that it's not the exact same. And then if I want to get rid of them, I just have to click on it and then it'll strike it out and remove that time slot. And just to quickly go over some of their other features, they also have the create page. And this is where you can get inspired by different categories. So my best tweets, entrepreneurship, fitness and nutrition. You just have to click on one of those categories and you'll automatically be able to see a bunch of tweets that are doing well in that category. Now moving on to the the drafts, this is where you can see what your Twitter post will actually look like. So if I go ahead and click on edit post right here, you guys can see that it brings up a preview menu on my right hand side. And so everything that I change right here, it'll change in real time. Moving on to the next feature, they have the engagement builder. And so this is basically going to give you a curated list of all the people in your industry that you can interact with. And as you guys can see, I can write a reply. I can also quote it, or I can click on these three dots right here and then like it and retweet it. And then they have the My Mentions page. So this basically just shows all the times that people have mentioned you. And then going over to some of their other features, they have the analytics, the evergreen posts, your history, and then auto plugs. And to show you guys what that will look like, going here on the home page, they have a bunch of great insights and analytics where you can see things like your daily follower growth, the engagement per tweet, analytics per tweet, how many tweets per day, how many impressions per tweet, follower growth, and much more. And yeah, again, that is a great platform for you guys to use. I would say that the best feature is that you can schedule posts ahead of time, because this way you don't have to write posts every single day. Instead, you could spend a few hours per week or maybe even per month, and this will greatly save your time while allowing you to stay consistent on the platform. Again, if you guys are interested in using Hypefury, we'll leave a link down below where you guys can start a free 7-day trial, or you can just get started on their free plan and then upgrade as you go. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about in this video is that you need to engage with others. And this doesn't just mean replying to a bunch of people on your timeline. You want meaningful engagement, which means you need to find a small group of people that you can really resonate with and then just stick to that crowd. This is how you can niche down on Twitter and really stand out, because if you're trying to create posts that reach out to everyone, it's going to be really hard to grow since everyone else is trying to do the same thing. Now, if you haven't quite figured out what you want your content to be about or who your target audience is, then now would be a good time to figure all of that out, because your goal is to be known for something so specific that when people click on your profile, they know exactly what type of value that you give and to which type of person, so that they can quickly decide whether or not they should follow you. Now, with your replies to other Twitter posts, you really want to give as much value as possible. This means that replying cool or I agree won't do anything for you. You need to add to the conversation, and again, you're really trying to give value to a specific type of person. And speaking of value, that is the last thing that I wanted to talk about. And this shouldn't come as a surprise, but it is super important because a lot of people overthink it. You don't need to be super talented, famous, or a genius to grow on Twitter. There are tons of accounts on Twitter with thousands and thousands of followers, and all they do is focus on a small group of people that they can really understand and develop a deeper connection with them. If you want to grow a sustainable following on any social media platform, you need to be creating value-driven content where people are getting something, whether it be entertainment or education. And especially if you're using Twitter to generate leads for your business, it's super important to provide value and give your audience some type of knowledge. And yeah, that's pretty much it to getting your first 1,000 followers on Twitter. Again, we'll leave a link down below for you guys to check out Hypefury. I highly recommend it if you guys are seriously looking to grow on Twitter. And I'll also leave a link down below where you guys can check out an in-depth video on Hypefury. So if you guys are interested in that, or you want to grow on other social media platforms like YouTube or Instagram, then we also have a ton of other videos on this channel that can teach you all about that topic. Anyways, I hope you got some value out of this video. And if you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos just like this. Here on this channel, we make a lot of how-to guides and tutorials dedicated to helping out new entrepreneurs start their own business, as well as new content creators like yourself grow on social media. Anyways, that is all the time that we have for today. I want to thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.